ABC7 Chicago. This is Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7.
From Wrigley Field on a hot July Saturday afternoon, and it's Jorge Soler bobblehead day as the Cubs host the Philadelphia Phillies. It's the middle game of a three-game weekend set. The Cubs and the Phillies here on ABC7. And great to have you with us alongside Jim DeShays. I'm Len Casper. The Phillies came back late and won in 10 innings yesterday. Let's get right into the Cadillac pitching matchup. You have a left-hander for the Phillies who may be making his last start with his club, and you have a right-hander for the Cubs who's been as good as anybody in baseball.
Trade talk swirling around Cole Hamels. He was going along nicely, but his last two starts really imploded. Did not make it out of the fourth inning in either one of those two starts. We'll see what he brings to the table here today. Jake Arrieta, nobody's been better than Arrieta over the last month or so. Last six starts, 5-0 with a 0.96 ERA.
Cubs need to get it going against teams that are under 500. 4-4 so far coming out of the All-Star break. Good pitching matchup. Hamels and Arrieta coming up from Wrigley Field.
We are the defiant.
The ones who defy history.
Defy family.
Defy death.
Gravity. The inner demons.
We defy weakness and wanderlust.
We defy expectation and explanation.
We defy haters.
And heartbreak.
We defy bad luck.
And bad blood.
We defy to be ignored.
To be bored.
To be defined.
This is our purpose.
Our moment.
Our choice. Defy your world. Dare to live in ours.
If you want to shed the fat and sculpt your core to get those sexy toned abs of your dreams, then stop doing sit-ups.
Say woo!
And start dancing with Hip Hop Abs, the fun new ab sculpting system from Insanity creator Sean T.
I don't want you to ever get down on the floor to do crunches again. I'm gonna break it down so you burn the fat and sculpt those abs fast.
Just do Sean's easy-to-follow moves to work your upper abs, middle abs, lower abs, and obliques, all while you're dancing.
I went from a size 18 to a size 2. I have abs now. I've got a six-pack.
And now the complete $80 Hip Hop Abs system is 75% off. That's right, Hip Hop Abs is only $19.95. We'll even upgrade you to express shipping free. Get the complete Hip Hop Abs system for only $19.95.
Call 1-800-628-9407 or order online at gethiphopabs.com. That's 1-800-628-9407. Call now.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com. By DeVry University, different on purpose. By American Family Insurance, insure carefully, dream fearlessly. By Dodge, Orn Dodge. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. And this HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Well, let's take a look at our Mercedes keys to the game. Running is an option, even though Cole Hamels is left-handed. Base stealers have been successful running against him. And Chucho Ruiz, the veteran catcher, has had a heck of a time throwing out base stealers, so maybe the Cubs will take advantage of that situation. There'll be 7 men in the Philly lineup here today, swinging from the left side of the plate, and Arrieta has absolutely owned left-handed hitters. They're hitting just 195 against him with 2 home runs.
Now the Phillies lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Cesar Hernandez, switch hitting second baseman, will lead it off. Odubel Herrera is in center. Michael Franco's had a really nice rookie campaign. Ryan Howard, Carlos Ruiz were not in the lineup yesterday, but they got into the game late. Cody Ashe had a huge day, and he's in left. Freddie Galvis, the shortstop. Dominic Brown playing right field, and Cole Hamels, the pitcher, batting ninth.
Check in with the Cubs defensively. It's brought to you by Toyota. Chris Denorfia gets a start in left field this afternoon. Fowler in center. Jorge Soler in right. Russell and Rizzo on the right side of the infield. Castro and Bryant short and third. David Ross back in there behind the plate. For the big righty, Jake Arrieta. Having a very nice year. A career high now with 11 wins. 11-5 with a 2.52 ERA. He's making his 20th start. You see how difficult he's been to hit. The league batting just .211. We highlighted the fact that he owns left-handed hitters. Righties don't have a whole lot of success against him either. Bunch of strikeouts, not many walks. It all adds up to one of the elite pitchers in the National League.
First pitch weather for today brought to you by Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning. For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons. So it's hot, but right now we've got a north wind. How about that?
Didn't see that coming.
Bill Cuzzy, the home plate umpire. Crew chief Jerry Davis at first. Will Little is at second. And Chicago native Tony Randazzo over third. I guess we can ask Jerry Taft about what's up with the weather.
Prevailing winds.
He'll join us in the fifth.
When they turn and why they turn. Well, much like the wind, yesterday's game took an unfavorable turn for the Cubs late. Talked about it all afternoon yesterday, how it was such a favorable matchup, but we still have to play the games, and the Phillies stole one here yesterday afternoon.
They did. 5-3 and 10. And we are underway in game two. Fastball strike.
And nice when you get kicked in the teeth the way the Cubs did yesterday. You can hand the ball to a guy like Jake Arrieta today.
Bounding ball to the shortstop Castro. Close, really close. Hernandez pointing in his dugout. Pete McCannon may want to take a look. For now, he's out.
Wow, he can really scoot. I think they got him.
They did.
But that's an early warning for everybody on that Cubs infield. We really got to go with Hernandez going down the line. No wasted motion. Switch hitter, obviously a little bit of an advantage from the left side.
Now Odubel Herrera, Rule 5 pick from Texas in December, and he swings and misses. He's been hot. Last 19 games hitting over .390. The Texas League and the Venezuelan Winter League in hitting last year, .321 and .372 respectively. 2 strikes.
Arrieta, when you look at the numbers, if you're Pete McCannon, filling out the lineup card today, you might have been tempted to sit a couple of your left-handed bats. It's counterintuitive because you see a power righty out there and you think, well, we got to load up with lefties, but the numbers suggest otherwise. And he's got so many good weapons, and against left-handed hitters he likes to bury that cutter down and in under their hands. He'll throw the changeup away. He'll backdoor the curveball. And oh, by the way, he's got a 97-mile-an-hour heater.
Time called. So this might be filed under the it's not who you play, it's when you play them category. The Phillies have the worst record by far in baseball, but they're 6-1 since the All-Star break, including that win yesterday. Outside on a curveball, 2-2.
Yeah, and yesterday's game felt like the matchup was so favorable. With Cole Hamels going today, even though he has struggled lately, he's certainly capable of dialing up a dominant game. And they get the kid Nola going tomorrow, their top pitching prospect, and he was good in his debut. The Fightins swinging it a little better, averaging 4.5 runs per game. Bullpen's been pretty good for them all year long. But that and the bench, the two phases of the game where they've been at least average, if not a little better.
They will redo a 3-2.
Overall, offensively, it's been a real tough go. Starting pitching has really struggled.
Well, Jeff Francoeur with the game-winning homer. The quote after the game: "Ruin other teams. At this point, that's why you want to play." John Lester said you have to have that invisible opponent mentality of where they are in the standings. That was an awkward swing. 97 for strike 3.
Well, you start leaning, you start thinking off speed, and he throws that fastball in. If he hits a spot, pretty much no chance.
Wow. So 2 outs. And it's Maikel Franco. 0 for 5 yesterday, but the defensive play of the game. Kind of forgotten in the Phillies comeback in the 9th, and then the Francoeur homer in the 10th was his 8th inning barehanded play to get David Ross. That would have plated the Cubs insurance run they were trying to get. Swing and a miss on a slider.
Hang with him. Yeah, we're talking about all the Phillies shortcomings. They've struggled defensively this year too, but yesterday they were very tight. That was a highlight play by Franco. They made a couple of very nice plays. Hernandez at second base, Galvis the shortstop.
Deep to center, and Fowler's going to have to chase it down. Franco's got a 2-out double. The ball was smoked.
Good looking young player.
Here's Ryan Howard. 0 for 2 yesterday. 35 years old. Contract runs through next season. Lots of homers, strikeouts, and walks in his career. He's one of those 3 true outcome
walks are way down this year. I think it's fairly typical what happens to an aging player. Bat speed not quite there, so you have to cheat a little bit to catch up to a good fastball. You end up chasing pitches out of the zone more frequently. Not hitting for average and not taking walks, so not having a real good year, but still dangerous.
His career walk rate over 11%, well above average, but you're right. About 4.5% this year. That's way below average. Two balls, no strikes. Ground ball to Russell to end the inning. 2-out double, no runs. Cubs coming up when we come back.
Monday, August 3rd.
Well, what do we have here? Is there a lady in the house?
Jimmy, hey, Jimmy, do we have time for one more round before?
Please tell me that wasn't my mother.
Significant Mother.
Premieres August 3rd on the Quad Cities CW.
Wednesday, August 5th. It's the top model premiere. And these models are all about humility.
I can get any girl I want.
Honesty.
You need to go home.
What a little man you are.
And top model royalty.
What the hell was that?
America's Next Top Model.
Premieres August 5th on the Quad Cities CW.
This is a national health alert from Worldwide Medical. Are you on Medicare? And do you suffer from back or knee pain? Have you tried injections, pain pills, or even had or considered surgery? If these examples apply to you or a loved one in pain, stop. There is a better way. You could qualify to receive a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. You'll receive free information, free delivery, and all the insurance paperwork is handled for free. Best of all, there is little to no cost to you for the braces. Call 1-800-437-6392 to get all the details. It takes just a couple of minutes. These amazing braces have helped thousands of people in severe pain, and you may qualify to have yours delivered directly to your door at little or no cost to you. Call 1-800-437-6392 right now. This may be the most important call you make all year. That's 800-437-6392. Call now.
3 LA ladies could not get a date till they crashed in a place that would alter their fate.
Cleveland!
Yes, Cleveland had all that these women could seek. And there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
Not in Cleveland.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Let's quickly get into the Cubs Southwest starting lineup. Fowler, Bryant, Rizzo at the top, Soler, DeNorfia, and Castro in the middle. Ross, Arrieta the pitcher, and Russell 7 through 9 is veteran left-hander Cole Hamels, 31 years old, ready to work. And ball one upstairs on Fowler.
Colbert Michael Hamels upstairs with a couple of fastballs, and that's been part of the story for him his last couple of starts of making mistakes out of the zone and up in the zone. 5-7 with a 3.91 ERA now through 19 starts.
And his ERA has gone from 3.02 to 3.91 after 2 pretty disastrous starts.
Yeah, so you see those numbers and you would think, well, Hamels isn't the guy he normally is, and really it's kind of an aberration. 2 very ugly starts. For the most part, he's been rock solid again this year.
Working quickly. Ball 4.
Check on the Phillies defensively. It's brought to you by Nissan. Only the Brewers have made more errors in the National League than the Phils. Ashe, Herrera, Brown, left, center, and right. We talked about the infielders and their good play yesterday. It's Franco Galvis, Hernandez, and Howard. And Carlos Ruiz, the veteran, is behind the plate for Hamels.
Good start. Fowler reaching on the leadoff walk. And here's Bryant. Homered yesterday, and he drives one to very deep left center, but it's going to stay in. Actually, wind knocked it down a little bit. So a loud first out.
That's a no-doubter yesterday. Might have gotten in on him just a little bit here. I don't think he quite barreled that one up, but still hit it pretty good. And another day, he's jogging around the bases. The eyes were hopeful.
Here's Rizzo. 341 against lefties. That would be the 3rd best single season left on left Cubs batting average since 1974. And Bill Buckner in 78, Mark Grace 93, the better batting average against lefties from the left side of the plate.
Yeah, I was going to guess Mark Grace. He hung in there very well. I have a couple of bruises that will attest to that. Or don't have them anymore. Didn't hit me that hard.
Ego bruises, maybe.
Yeah.
Lingered.
I mentioned in our Mercedes keys to the game that the running game might be an option here. Chuch Ruiz has thrown out just 5 of 41 base stealers.
Ground ball to second. And they're going to get only one. Rizzo safe at first.
Davis had a little bit of an issue getting that ball out of his glove, and that killed any chance at the double play.
And here comes Joe.
I wonder if he's thinking about the neighborhood play again.
At the very least, he's going to ask Phil Cuzzy about it.
And there was one in Cincinnati the other day where the flip came from the shortstop to the second baseman, who was on the outfield side of second base and never quite got to the base.
Yeah, he was not on the bag. But
this play here is my understanding of what the neighborhood play is supposed to be. But I think there's a lot of confusion around the game. He's clearly off the base by the time he catches the ball. But he's on the base in position to receive the throw.
And based on the rules check the other night, JD, it comes down to the throw. If they believe it was a true throw, which means it did not pull Galvis off the bag, fundamentally, that it is the neighborhood play.
Yeah, and I don't know that this isn't just a little gamesmanship from Joe. Maybe realizing he's not going to get any kind of an appeal here or an explanation, but maybe just to
plant the seed.
Well, or just to kind of upset Cole Hamels' rhythm a little bit here.
Okay. Pitch to Soler is hit foul, just foul, past third.
Three-hit game for Soler yesterday. Be good to see him get on a little bit of a roll and provide some damage, some extra base hits.
Runner goes. The throw to second. Safe. Rizzo got in. Number 14.
It's always good when they follow the script. And you see Hamels, altering his delivery, trying to be quick to home plate. That time a more conventional leg lift, so Rizzo picked the right pitch. Throws a little bit short, and Rizzo in ahead of the tag.
So Rizzo in scoring position. And it just missed. 2 balls and a strike.
Most of these hitters don't have much of a book on Hamels. He's not pitched against the Cubs in a couple of years. He's not pitched in this ballpark since 2010.
From San Diego, first round pick 2002. The big playoffs in 08. Three-time All-Star. Joe Madden will remember Cole Hamels. Probably not in a positive fashion because he was the World Series MVP in 08 for the Phillies against the Rays. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's the money pitch. The changeup has always been one of the best in the game. And if you're a right-handed slugger and you're up there in a fastball count, there's no guarantee you're going to get one. As a matter of fact, you're more likely to get the changeup.
Comes his 3-2. Swing and a miss on the change to end the inning. Rizzo stranded at second. After 1-0.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This fall,
Josh Chan?
a new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
Do you know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy
crazy ex-girlfriend.
Series premiere this fall on the Quad Cities CW.
If you want to shed the fat and sculpt your core to get those sexy toned abs of your dreams, then stop doing sit-ups.
Say what?
And start dancing with Hip Hop Abs, the fun new ab sculpting system from Insanity creator Sean T.
I don't want you to ever get down on the floor to do crunches again. I'm gonna break it down so you burn the fat and sculpt those abs fast.
Just do Sean's easy-to-follow moves to work your upper abs, middle abs, lower abs, and obliques, all while you're dancing.
I went from a size 18 to a size 2. I have abs now. I've got a six-pack.
And now the complete $80 Hip Hop Abs system is 75% off. That's right, Hip Hop Abs is only $19.95. We'll even upgrade you to express shipping free. Get the complete Hip Hop Abs system for only $19.95.
Call 1-800-628-9407 or order online at gethiphopabs.com. That's 1-800-628-9407. Call now.
After one, folks, don't forget to take a look at the Cubs blog on ABC7.com, brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent, serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Veteran catcher Carlos Ruiz. Fastball strike from Arrieta. David Ross in there again today. We'll see Kyle Schwarber in the lineup tomorrow. Foul back. 1-2. Ruiz sharing time with Cameron Rupp.
He's had a heck of a career. Appears to be nearing the end of the line. His number's way down. I think he's got one more year on his deal.
Close, didn't get it. Yeah, he is signed through 2016 with a club option for the following year. A lot of mileage on those knees. All-Star in 2012. This is his 998th career game.
Ruben Amaro Jr. taking a lot of heat. He's the general manager, taking a lot of heat in Philadelphia these days. Hey, check out that guy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty fancy stuff. But the one thing you cannot accuse Ruben of is being unloyal or disloyal. He really took care of his guys, the veteran core that did so many good things there in Philadelphia. They all got long-term deals, all got extensions. Well, the Phillies are shackled with some of those contracts.
They're looking at their fourth straight non-winning season after 5 consecutive National League East titles.
It's funny, we got so used to seeing this club in the postseason, and you know, Utley and Howard and Ruiz, Hamels, you know, so many of those guys were star players, and plus we only see them twice a year, series here, series there.
All 4 lead-off walk.
It's kind of like watching an actor who was once like an Oscar award big time actor who all of a sudden is getting, you know, B-rolls.
Bring up Cody Ashe. Big day yesterday. 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. So go ahead double, game tying double. Runner at first, nobody out. Castro the only infielder to the left of second. Bryant between Rizzo and Russell.
With strike 1, Castro retreats. So if Ashe wants a bunt, it's all his.
There is the bunt.
Except for there.
Throw to second for 1, and that's it. Yeah, the out's called as Starlin dropped it on the exchange.
It looks easy, doesn't it? But that whole side of the infield's wide open. You can't fault Ashe for the thought, but the execution was not clean. He bunts it right back to Arrieta, who's aggressive. Gets Ruiz, a veteran catcher with the bad knees, at second base.
Back by Galvis.
Check out this run. Last 6 starts, starting with that shutout at Minnesota. He's just been nothing short of dominant, averaging better than 7 innings per start. No long balls, 7 walks, 44 strikeouts in that stretch.
Yeah, so maybe the disclaimer is in the non-Greinke Kershaw category, he's been the best in baseball.
Yeah, well, hard to match up with what those guys have been doing. Opposing hitters batting 125 against him in those 6 ball games.
That foul.
Cub fans, let's go. Summer is here. The Cubs are playing exciting baseball. Don't miss your chance to catch a game here at Wrigley Field. Tickets are still available for the Rockies 3-game series that begins Monday night. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Jake. That'll bring up Dominic Brown.
Swing was an afterthought. What happened to this guy?
That's a great question.
Years ago, he was their top prospect, and big things were really expected of him.
Yeah, an all-star in 2013. 27 homers. OPS of 818, but over the last 2 years since, a 234 hitter with an OPS of 619 and just 10 home runs over 177 games.
What's the prevailing theory? Haven't heard anything.
He was really good, and now he's not. I don't know.
He's down in the International League this year.
Yeah, he started on the DL, missed most of April with an Achilles, then went to AAA until mid-June. Phillies called him up. Here he is. Ashe at first, 2 outs. Sharply hit on the ground, right to Rizzo to end the inning. 0-0, an inning and a half in.
Mondays.
Sit back and get ready to be amazed.
To fool Penn and Teller.
Did he fool you?
It takes a real warped mind.
A magician takes a piece of silverware and bends it with his mind.
You blew us away.
Penn and Teller fool us.
Monday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
We are the defiant.
The ones who defy history.
Defy family.
Defy death.
Gravity and our demons.
We defy weakness and wanderlust.
We defy expectation and explanation.
We defy haters.
And heartbreak.
We defy bad luck
and bad blood.
We defy to be ignored.
To be bored.
To be defined.
This is our purpose.
Our moment.
Our choice.
I know, in spite of
live in ours.
On the next 2.5 Men.
Where are you going? Neiman's, I'm going to need something black.
Doesn't your soul qualify?
A tragic death shakes up the Harper family.
So where's the dead guy?
Jake, show a little respect.
Where's the dead guy, sir?
And each of them mourns in their own way.
It's good to let go.
You're hitting on the widow.
No, I'm consoling the widow. I won't start hitting on her till they close the lid.
On 2.5 Men.
Monday at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date till they crashed in a place that would alter their fate.
Cleveland!
Caught in Cleveland.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Marvel's Ant-Man. Now playing in theaters in IMAX 3D.
Hey, Virginia Pressey is celebrating her birthday with friends and family. That is Gary Pressey's mom, and Gary wanted us to tell his mom to save him some birthday cake.
Yeah, don't be afraid to send a slice over here to the booth.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Virginia. She watches every Cubs game. Gary, the fine Wrigley Field organist. Breaking ball strike on Krista Norfia.
If you were basing your lineup decisions on history, Chris Coughlin would probably be in there today.
Yeah, how about that?
He's got very good numbers against this talented left-hander.
Coughlin 9 out of 26. 2 home runs, 346 average. DeNorfia 5 for 20 with 1 home run. Well, maybe he'll get in there a little later. Called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Hamels.
You know, a lot of times too, a manager, when he's putting his lineup together, he's thinking about his lineup against the starting pitcher, but he's also trying to make sure he's covered on his bench too. So he's got options from both sides of the play. He's got pinch hit, options for later in the game, and maybe he just felt like he wanted to have 2 left-handed bats available. 2 straight lefties. He's got the switch hitter Herrera. Also has Schwarber from the left side, Teagarden from the right.
Strike on Castro. 3 for 6. Lifetime against Hamels. But as JD mentioned, it's been a while. Slowly hit to third. Franco's got it. 2 outs. Well, is this Cole Hamels' final start as a Philly? If so, he will have left a pretty good mark on the National League. We don't know if he'll stay in the National League if he gets traded, but he's been really good.
Yeah. Year in and year out, you can count on him for 30-plus starts. Done that 7 years in a row. 6 of those 7 years he's pitched 200 innings or more. The exception 2009 when he threw 193.
All 1 on David Ross. 1 for 5 in the opener.
3rd all-time in strikeouts for the Phillies.
One and 1. Now I haven't looked. Do you have the top 2?
Well, Steve Carlton would be 1,
right?
And Robin Roberts
would have been
next up for him. He's 40 away.
The other choice. I actually would have picked Roberts first. I didn't. Carlton had how many?
It's not listed
it's
here.
Not listed. He had a lot.
He had a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. 3,031 strikeouts as a Philly for Steve Carlton, over 4,100 in his career total. Scoreless after 2.
Grab your friends and head over to Pints to watch any of your favorite sports teams. From college to professional sports, we've got you covered on any of our 11 TVs at Pints. Full service bar and 20 beers on tap. Cheer on your team at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road in
action. Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
Live music is created every day at RME. The RME enjoys a unique niche in the Quad Cities and strives daily to maintain a vital presence through our mission as a nonprofit performing arts center, providing opportunities for the community to listen to, learn about, and play music.
Educational and informational programming is a top priority at the Quad Cities CW. We are proud to be the station which offers the most outstanding lineup in the Quad Cities. The Quad Cities CW files a quarterly report with the FCC on programming it airs to meet the educational and informational needs of children 16 years of age and under. Current and past reports may be found on the website of the Federal Communications Commission at stations.fcc.gov or by visiting our offices at 231 18th Street, Rock Island, Illinois during business hours Monday through Friday.
Hey, Jimmy, do we have time for one more round before...
Please tell me that wasn't my mother.
Significant Mother. August 3rd on the Quad Cities CW. Seinfeld. Weeknights at 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
We'll conclude this three-game set. First pitch is at 1:20. First 5,000 kids receive a Cubs replica batting helmet presented by Advocate Children's Hospital. After the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger with wristbands will be allowed on the field to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com.
Swinging strike on Cole Hamels. Gets swinging a little bit. 172 lifetime. 1-1. Curveball. 1-2.
There's been some talk, some articles written about Hamels in these disastrous two starts he's had and whether that's hurt his trade value or not. I can't imagine that it has. Just a couple of bad starts. And if you're an advance or a major league scout and you're coming in to check them before you sign off on a deal, you're basically looking at the stuff. The velocity is where it normally is. Everything else looks good. There's no indication that he's hurting, so let's pull the trigger.
So in this group here, I think right there in the middle, Mike and Alyssa, big Cub fans, we have received inside word that a big question may be asked at some point during this game.
Oh,
hint, hint.
really?
We don't want to give it away. We don't know if it has been asked. If so,
well, it looked like they were posing for a photo there.
We hope the answer was yes, and congratulations. If not, we'll just kind of wait and see. But they look like they're enjoying themselves at the ballpark. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Hernandez. 2 hits yesterday. Bryant in on the grass at third. Missed inside. Cubs are a half game now behind San Francisco for the second wild card spot.
Yeah, the Giants have been a very streaky team. They're on a pretty nice roll again.
They beat the A's 9-2 last night. Hunter Pence had 4 hits, just underway bottom 2 today. No score. Bassett and Bumgarner the matchup. Arrieta fans. Hernandez. Let's take a look at the updated NL wildcard standings, brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. Pirates beat the Nationals 7-5. Max Scherzer, no decision last night, gave up 5 runs in 5 innings. in a no decision in his first start against Pittsburgh since his no-hitter against them a month ago.
They gave up 3 long balls, including one into the Allegheny at the bat of Pedro Alvarez.
Herrera sends one in the air, and Denorfi is going to have to chase this one down into the corner. Odubel Herrera with a 2-out double.
Arrieta has been so good, you're taken by surprise when somebody drives the ball off of him. Big old leg kick.
Oh, yeah.
By Herrera. He's actually behind this fastball a little bit, but it works out just fine for him. That kick allows him to generate some power, and he drives it into the left field corner for a 2-out double.
Outside, ball 1. I apologize for my voice. I've got the crud, whatever you had there for a while. Feeling better, sounding worse, but you know, maybe I'll get a movie voiceover deal. In a world.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah. That's the upside. Ant-Man, the movie. 2 balls, no strikes.
Can you get a little James Earl Jones down there?
Luke. Nothing here in the 3rd inning.
Doesn't want to give it to Franco here, and that's the thing. You know, the Cubs struggling to score runs. Normally, you wouldn't be really defensive in this situation. It's early in the ball game. Phillies don't have a lot of firepower, but Arrieta clearly here not wanting to give in to the youngster. Got a base open.
Walked him.
Well, if you're not feeling well, sometimes it's a good idea just to curl up in bed.
Yeah, we were having fun with this yesterday. My wonderful mom has saved a bunch of sports-related pieces of clothing that I had as a kid. I don't know the size of those Houston Oilers pajamas, but as you can see by the helmet, it was about 1977 or 78. So my dad texted me that picture yesterday.
Good stuff.
I would have preferred the Dallas Cowboys onesie, but that ball got away from Ross, and both runners will advance. That's a pass ball on Ross.
Well, let's see. I mean, this thing is launched by Arrieta.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
That's a tough fastball. I know he got leather on it.
It sounds obvious, but we should say it, that of all the different types of pitches, the fastball is the one most catchers assume is going to be in a zone, right? You're not going to miss by 3 feet. Right. Breaking ball, you may bounce in front of home plate, but you're never expecting a fastball to bounce in front of the plate or to be 5 feet
8
above.
feet high,
yeah, unless you're calling for it in that area. And the reason is it's generally straight. 1-0 to Howard. High fly ball, well hit. Fowler will run out of room. That is a 3-run homer. Ryan Howard with number 351.
Yeah, and it happens a lot, boy. You're careful with one guy, and you have to get after the next guy, and he makes you pay. And Ryan Howard's been doing it for a long time now. We talked about him first time he was up. He's not having a real good year. He's not hitting for average. He's not drawing walks, but he still is a dangerous hitter. This is a breaking ball, and it's not a bad one. It's down. He just stays back as if he were looking for it. He got a curveball last time and grounded out to second base. This time he hits it into the seats. It's your Toyota home run cam, and Cubs are in a hole. And I'm not sure that Arrieta couldn't just overpower Howard with his fastball. And I'm guessing their scouting reports say otherwise. They put a curveball in play last time, as I mentioned, and that's what he hit just now.
Deep to right, trouble here, and that'll drop for Ruiz. It's a double.
It's an elevated fastball there. Ruiz hits hard the other way. Well, this Cubs rotation has carried this club much of the year. It would be fitting if the lineup could pick up Arrieta here, who has been so good.
Chris Bosio out to the mound. And all this happening with 2 outs. Double, walk, home run. Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Check out our exciting model lineup by visiting your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. Or visit us today at mbusa.com. This will end the inning. Ashe grounds out to Russell. 3-run homer. Ryan Howard, 3-0 Phillies.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Life has its ups and its downs. But at Six Flags, they're all good. Hey, you're sharing family fun. Scream together on a giant coaster, splash your kids in the water park, and celebrate our 40th season of thrills with 3 new kids rides, fireworks, and double rides all summer. Save up to $20 online at sixflags.com. Life is good when you go big. Go Six Flags Great America. Go to visitlakecounty.org. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
This is a national health alert from Worldwide Medical. Are you on Medicare? And do you suffer from back or knee pain? Have you tried injections, pain pills, or even had or considered surgery? If these examples apply to you or a loved one in pain, stop. There is a better way. You could qualify to receive a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. You'll receive free information, free delivery, and all the insurance paperwork is handled for free. Best of all, there is little to no cost to you for the braces. Call 1-800-437-6392 to get all the details. It takes just a couple of minutes. These amazing braces have helped thousands of people in severe pain, and you may qualify to have yours delivered directly to your door at little or no cost to you. Call 1-800-437-6392 right now. This may be the most important call you make all year. That's 800-437-6392. Call now.
ABC7 is being brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way.
Hamels against Arrieta. Phillies leading 3-0 on the Ryan Howard home run. Jake with a 3-game hitting streak, including a home run. Look out. That was flying into the stands, but I think everybody's all right. He's locked in. 1-1. It's a strike. July 12th against the White Sox. As he strikes out this time. Number 4 for Hamels. By the way, that Arrieta home run was off Jose Quintana, who pitched a shutout. First of his career last night, 6-0. White Sox a winner at Cleveland.
It's one of the more underrated pitchers in baseball.
Yep. Didn't mean to. And foul up along first. Going 2. Played inside. Fowler on deck. Cubs still without a hit. Fowler walked in the first. Only base runner allowed so far. The tapper Hamels off the mound. Pretty neat moment before the game. Courtney, Courtney's, and Courtneyia Pope bringing out the rosin bag, and a big surprise. Mom came home. Bernice Pope, U.S. Army Sergeant First Class, and a big ovation. Returning home from a year-long tour in Kuwait and Afghanistan. Headed to Fort Lee, Virginia with her family.
Long and loud ovation, and well-deserved. That was a sweet moment.
Thanks to the USO of Illinois for setting up that magical moment before the game.
All kinds of good stuff going on here. Sean Johnson, the gymnast, got engaged here yesterday before the game.
Yeah.
After throwing out the first pitch. And walking around on her hands for a while. Know that there's a better changeup, in the game. The last 10 years or so, it's been a dominant pitch for Hamels. Especially good because he's got good life on the heater too, so he can go 95 on you and then throw that nasty changeup.
Fastball away, 3-1. I've had people asking me after seeing my pajamas from when I was, 5, why the Houston Oilers? I had all kinds of different teams. There was no rhyme or reason. I just tried to be different. What can I tell you?
Saturday night would be Oiler night.
There you go. 3-0. Okay, enough. Phillies.
Mondays.
Sit back and get ready to be amazed.
To fool Penn and Teller.
Did he fool you?
No! It takes a real warped mind.
A magician takes a piece of silverware and bends it with his mind.
You blew us away.
Penn and Teller fool us.
Monday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
Monday, August 3rd. Well, what do we have here? Is there a lady in the house?
Jimmy, hey, Jimmy, do we have time for one more round before...
Please tell me that wasn't my mother.
Significant Mother.
Premieres August 3rd on the Quad Cities CW.
Wednesday, August 5th. It's the top model premiere. And these models are all about humility.
I can get any girl I want.
Honesty.
You need to go home.
What a little man you are.
And top model royalty.
What the hell was that?
America's Next Top Model.
Premieres August 5th on the Quad Cities CW.
This is a national health alert from Worldwide Medical. Are you on Medicare? And do you suffer from back or knee pain? Have you tried injections, pain pills, or even had or considered surgery? If these examples apply to you or a loved one in pain, stop. There is a better way. You could qualify to receive a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. You'll receive free information, free delivery, and all the insurance paperwork is handled for free. Best of all, there is little to no cost to you for the braces. Call 1-800-437-6392 to get all the details. It takes just a couple of minutes. These amazing braces have helped thousands of people in severe pain, and you may qualify to have yours delivered directly to your door at little or no cost to you. Call 1-800-437-6392 right now. This may be the most important call you make all year. That's 800-437-6392. Call now.
Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by DeVry University. Different on purpose.
Galvis tried to bunt. He missed it. 3-0 on one swing. Ryan Howard home run.
Galvis' strikeout victim last time was really late on a fastball as he was right there. It doesn't look like he's seeing it very well out of Arrieta's hand here this afternoon.
Jake's 0-2. In the dirt. Mention this off the top. 17 in a row coming out of the break against sub-500 teams, but the Cubs just 4-4. As Castro will take care of Galvis. And repeating the John Lester quote from after yesterday's game, you have to have that invisible opponent mentality of where they are in the standings. He went on to talk about their big leaguers too.
Yeah, and I think, there's a lot when we tend to evaluate clubs, based on what has happened, obviously. And there's this mindset of teams play up to the competition or down to the competition. I'm not sure I buy that. I'm more, like you mentioned earlier, they're catching the Phillies in a pretty good stretch right now. Even bad teams are going to go on a nice run for 10 days or so, and really good teams are going to go into funk and drop 8 out of 10. I'm more in that school than teams being flat because they're not playing a first place club.
One and one to Brown.
Especially when you're playing here in this ballpark that's just jam-packed.
Yeah, and Joe has really pounded home the idea of play every game, really starting in spring training. He wants everybody's heart rate to be the same March 15th as it is June 15th as it is October 15th. He believes you get the most out of yourself if you act that way as a big leaguer, as that ball will get past Castro and into left. It's not like you, quote, get up for the big games.
Right. That's what I mean. I think that those are things that people say after the fact.
Right. Well, when you hear the big game pitcher thing, then my response is, well, wait a minute. So against a lesser opponent, he doesn't try as hard?
Exactly.
Come on. The bunt by Hamels, who wants it. Ross. It goes 2-4.
For me, I don't think I don't buy into the big game pitcher as much as I do the big time pitcher who's really good against the best lineups because he's really talented. So that guy's probably going to shine in the postseason.
Runner at second. That's Brown. 2 outs. Hernandez 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. Good questions on Twitter today. Kip writes in, and we've addressed this before. Guy grounds out to Bryant. Shift is on. He's playing on the right side. Do you score at 5-3 or 4-3? I mentioned Pat Hughes. If it's a grounder to second, regardless of who fields it, he puts 4-3 in his book. I put 5-3 and then 4 in parentheses. So there's no one way to do it. But it has challenged
to be statistically accurate. You have to assign it to the player who made the play because it's an assist for him. But if
Pat's point is he hit it to second.
Yeah, if you're scoring a game and you're not announcing a game and you want to see where the guy hit the ball last time up, you have to make some kind of a notation to indicate that.
Foul tip, 1-2. Played in.
Hernandez, pretty keen eye. He'll take his walks. High on base percentage. Just a tick under 360. Well suited for the leadoff role with that combination of discipline and speed.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. Cubs looking for their first hit as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
We are the defiant.
The ones who defy history.
Defy family.
Defy death.
Gravity. The inner demons.
We defy weakness and wanderlust. We defy expectation and explanation.
We defy haters.
And heartbreak.
We defy bad luck and bad blood.
We defy to be ignored. To be bored.
To be defined. This is our purpose.
Our moment.
Our choice. Defy your world. Dare to live in ours.
On the next 2.5 Men.
Where are you going? Neiman's, I'm going to need something black.
Doesn't your soul qualify?
A tragic death shakes up the Harper family.
So where's the dead guy?
Jake, show a little respect.
Where's the dead guy, sir?
And each of them mourns in their own way.
It's good to let go.
You're hitting on the widow.
No, I'm consoling the widow. I won't start hitting on her until they close the lid.
On 2.5 Men.
Monday at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Life has its ups and its downs. But at Six Flags, they're all good. Hey, you're sharing family fun. Scream together on a giant coaster, splash your kids in the water park, and celebrate our 40th season of thrills with 3 new kids rides, fireworks, and double rides all summer. Save up to $20 online at sixflags.com. Life is good when you go big. Go Six Flags Great America. Go to visitlakecounty.org. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
We are a bunch of kids. Hopefully we never grow up. I want to be Peter Pan for the rest of my life, and I want these guys to be the same thing. So if you want to take it too seriously, and it's not life and death, this is fun and games. It really is. And when you start taking it in the wrong direction, then you could lose sight of that, and eventually success will go away. It's hard to be good over an extended period of time if you don't approach the day properly. So all these things are, I feel, coming together.
Good stuff from Joe, and you don't hear a lot of managers say that. This is supposed to be fun.
Well, yeah, and not only does he say it, but he kind of behaves that way, too. There's some guys, I see managers screaming at guys in the clubhouse, in a post-game rant, and one of the things they're screaming is, we got to loosen up and have fun. While the veins are bulging out of his neck and the clubhouse spread is lying all over the floor.
Meantime, 0-2 on Bryant. Hamels has retired everybody since walking Fowler in the first inning. And he gets Bryant. 11 batters in. He's got 5 strikeouts.
Looks like he's decided if this is going to be his last start with the Phillies, he's going to make it a good one. He is locked in here today. Cubs got a lot of heavy lifting to do to get back in this one against Hamels.
Got the run support from his first baseman, Howard, on the 3-run homer. Swing and a miss. Hamels has not won in his last 9 starts. His last victory came in Washington on May the 23rd. It's been 2 months.
A John Lester-like run. There's been a lot of good starts in there in between, but no wins. Run support has been minimal.
Just 1 start in there. That was on the 19th of June. Mild right hamstring strain. 1-2 on Rizzo.
Filing the reports.
Yep. Scout Central. Here's his 1-2. Soft liner. Brown will make the belt high grab. Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Ron Majors, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Taft, and Mark Giangreco. Jerry will join us coming up. So Lair struck out swinging in the first inning. 3 hits on Friday. It's his bobblehead day. And he missed a change at 87.
Well, he's going to see a lot of those until he's able to stay off of it. That's how he struck out first time up. He was in a favorable count, 3-1, and Hamels went back-to-back changeups on him. Got swings and misses on both of them.
Kyle tweeting, should the Cubs trade for Hamels mid-game? Well, they could, but he can't pitch for them in this game. That might be a first. Bad guys traded between games of a doubleheader or in the middle of a series. The dugout to dugout trade. Can't call time and go, Cole, could you put on a Cubs uniform right now? No, can't do that.
I guess you could, if you're seriously negotiating a deal, you could tell the Phillies, look, we want to do this deal. Here's who we're going to give you, but you got to get him out of the game right now. We don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah, this is a kind of a tricky time of the year. Remember, Jason Hamill, no S, last year in Washington, D.C. got pulled from a game after about, what, 6 innings, maybe 90 pitches, and he was saying, what in the world is going on here? Well, they had done the deal with the A's. So it does happen. Over the head windup, 3-2, swing and a miss, change up, inning over. Hamels no hitting the Cubs through 4, 3-0 Phillies.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Wednesday, August 5th, it's the Top Model premiere.
I can get any girl I want.
What the hell was that?
Top Model.
August 5th on the Quad Cities CW.
You have the power to show them what they can become. It's easy for you.
life-changing for them. Give them the power to dream. Become a Junior Achievement Volunteer.
The flock returns to the Quad City Botanical Center this summer for our Flamingo Follies exhibit, now through July 31st. We want you to bring the whole family out to enjoy an exhibit of artistically altered pink plastic lawn flamingos, designed by over 60 area artists. As you enjoy the flamingos, be sure to vote for your favorites for the People's Choice Awards. To find out more about the Flamingo Follies exhibit, visit ourquadcities.com.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Ay, caramba!
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset.
Monday at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Hot in Cleveland.
A full hour, weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
All doctors, nurses, and hospital administrators join the Cubs Tuesday, September the 1st for their annual Healthcare Professionals Night. Purchase your tickets through the Cubs special events page, and each participant will get a special Cubs scrub top. Visit Cubs.com/special events. Odubel Herrera. Nice play. Rizzo from his knees. He got him at first. 3-1 on the putout.
Well, a lot of things can go wrong on a play like that, but everything went right for the Cubs, starting with the glove work by the big fella. Their Volkswagen defensive play of the game. Snares it, gets into a throwing position, and a quick snap throw over to Arrieta covering the bag.
So 1 pitch, 1 out. And here's Franco, who's doubled, walked, and scored. Strike called. Oh, 0-2.
Mets added a couple players trying to bolster their offense yesterday. Kelly Johnson, Juan Uribe from the Braves are now Mets.
Johnson hitting cleanup, playing second against the Dodgers. They have not yet started. Zach Lee and Matt Harvey scheduled pitchers in that one. Arrieta's 1-2. Line shot left center, and that ball will get to the wall, and it'll stick, and now out of the ivy, and it's a double. Had it stayed in the ivy, it would have been a double anyway.
All right, let me ask you this.
Okay.
How long does it have to stick in the ivy before it becomes a dead ball? As soon as the umpire rules it such? I mean, because this one hung in there a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I think once the umpire, when the umpire points or calls time, I think that's.
Yeah. So if you're an outfielder, put your hands up, but pursue the ball just in case.
And that is a ground rule here, so if it does get stuck in the ivy, and the outfielder does not reach in to get it, it is a double. Howard with the opposite field 3-run homer in the third. Only runs to date.
Got a curveball down and then lifted it into the seats out there in left center, about 375 feet. Bosio was really thrilled with the approach here to Howard.
Well, we showed you Jake Arrieta homering off Jose Quintana earlier. And had another good question on Twitter. Which active pitcher has allowed the most home runs to pitchers? Wandy Rodriguez has given up 5 home runs to pitchers, according to stats. A bunch of guys tied for second with 4 allowed.
Wouldn't be surprised to find out that Zambrano had a couple of those off of Wandy.
Yeah, it's a good call. Three and 0. Z got him once. So Howard takes a walk.
So apparently the conversation was more along the lines of let's go ahead and be careful, pitch around him with the base open. See if you can get the ground ball from Ruiz and get 2.
Ruiz has walked and doubled. Strike 1. Detroit leading the Red Sox 4-0 at Fenway. They're in the 5th. Boston snapped an 8-game skid with an 11-inning 2-1 victory last night.
Alfredo Simon for the Tigers today. Stephen Wright for the Red Sox.
You know what he did before the game? He bought powdered water, but he didn't know what to add.
I was going to say he's got a very deadpan delivery. He's a knuckleballer is what he is.
Yes, he is. On the hands and fouled out of play. Huge late Saturday afternoon crowd here at Wrigley Field. Sun shining, hot temperatures, wind blowing in off the lake. One and two.
Yeah, we expect another full house here tomorrow. Jason Hamill will pitch for the Cubs. Aaron Nola, the rookie, for the Phillies.
This should be a fun one. Now our first look at one of the top pitching prospects in the game, Aaron Nola, and Jason Hamill putting together another fine campaign. 1 o'clock for the airtime here on ABC7.
Unless the Cubs can get something done against Cole Hamels here, they'd be looking at possibly being swept by the Phillies. The Phillies have won only 1 series on the road this year.
He got him. No argument from Ruiz.
Fifth strikeout for Jake here this afternoon. Top of the zone, outside corner for strike 3.
Now Ashe, who began the year as a third baseman, mid-May went to AAA to learn left field. Bronco took over for the Phillies at third. A couple of weeks later, Ashe came back and became their left fielder. Speaking of pitchers hitting home runs, Madison Bumgarner has hit the 9th of his career. A's and Giants are tied at 1 as they go to the 5th. Line to Rizzo. And that'll end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They lead the Cubs in the 5th, 3-0.
This fall,
Josh Chan?
a new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh? It's not about looking for Josh.
Do you know where he went, though? Because I'd love to, like...
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere this fall on the Quad Cities CW.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Their new hobby? Selling illegal drugs.
This isn't what it looks like, unless it looks like an illegal pharmacy in your storm cellar.
This looks like the inside of my purse in the 70s.
But they've tracked under his turf.
You three don't look like you come from Cleveland.
We moved here because men had stopped looking at us.
Oh, the men in L.A. don't look at women in their 30s?
Oh, my God!
Hot in Cleveland.
Kill them first.
Monday at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Get your first alert weather forecast from me, Chief Meteorologist Jerry Taft, and meteorologist Cheryl Scott, only on ABC7 Eyewitness News.
There he is, everybody. Jerry Taft, good to see you, sir.
Well, it's great to be here. Great to be here. I noticed the elevator's out of order.
It is, yes. We're under construction, Jerry.
You know, by the time I got here, I was going like this. It's like the crow's nest getting out here. Beautiful day at the ballpark. You know, I noticed driving in from the southwest suburbs, anybody that owns a car took it out of the garage today and said, hey, let's go for a ride.
Yep.
Because the Stevenson was backed up, the Eisenhower was backed up. Everybody's out enjoying the weather. Finally, we've had a pretty decent week.
People heading to the lake, right?
Yeah. At least you get a nice breeze up here, huh?
It feels good. Usually when it's this warm, here right along the lake, the wind is blowing in the other direction. Cubs need a hit. They don't have one off Cole Hamels. Well, Jared, big fan, and enjoy your work.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It may even get a little hotter here the next few days, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, today, actually, once you get away from the lake, it's in the low 90s inland right now. Come on, guys, we need some production.
I know. All right, Jerry, we got to have a little fun here. Can we roll the tape?
Lots to think about there.
Jerry? That was the entire weathercast that I laughed the whole way. Occasional showers and thunderstorms. Around midnight, a couple of storms coming through and a couple of wind southeast, 8 miles.
Giangreco, right?
Yeah. I'm
Usually
never
off camera.
well, he sits directly behind my camera. So every time that I look at the camera, I look at Mark's face. And you can imagine over the years, I mean, he and I and you know, we've worked for almost 30 years, a little more than 30 years together. Along with Ron, Linda Yu.
Yep.
I mean,
so everybody knows how to push each other's buttons.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Doing it a lot.
There's nothing more difficult when you just can't keep it together, knowing you got to keep it together for the next 3 minutes.
Well, I was good when I
looked
looked sideways. I was fine, but when I had to turn to look at the camera and he was still there, it was like Katie barred the door.
Oh, good stuff.
I know she had Deborah Norville out here a few weeks ago.
It was the 2-1.
Yeah, she used to work with us too.
Look at that. The cup.
Yeah. Is it wrong?
Are those earrings?
3-1 on Castro. Cole Hamels has been dealing. Swing and a miss. 3-2. You been hitting the links?
Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. I mean, that's the best thing about working a job that starts at 2:30 or 3 in the afternoon during the summer, spring, fall. And it used to be the winter too, not anymore. But you know, we used to have those cart covers and heaters in there. I don't do that anymore.
You don't play winter golf?
No. 50 degrees is my cutoff now.
There you go. And and a pilot too.
Yeah, well, I was in the Air Force 14 years before coming here to Chicago, so it was kind of a long way around to get here. Yeah.
3-2 on Castro.
Do you have any occasion? Have you kept active with the flying? Do you still fly?
Not really. You know, when I first got here, I flew a lot. I used to fly the Air Water Show.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Kristen Eagle, and before that I had a Pitts S2B doing aerobatics and stuff like that. But in the early 90s, I finally realized, you know, I haven't busted my butt yet. Maybe it's time to quit, because in the Air Force you have a mission. You know, you go to work and they tell you what to do. Here it's, you know, go to Lake Lawn for a hot dog, go to Bloomington for a hamburger, go to Clough for breakfast. So there's no real mission.
Here's Ross with 2 outs. Hustled into short center, and it's going to hold up. Caught by Herrera. Cubs being no hit through 5 by Cole Hamels. Jerry, thanks. Appreciate you stopping by here.
Oh, it's been fun. Been fun.
Watch
Great day at the ballpark. It's amazing. Look at all the people here. They did a great job with this ballpark.
They really did.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
If you want to shed the fat and sculpt your core to get those sexy toned abs of your dreams, then stop doing sit-ups. Say woo! And start dancing with Hip Hop Abs, the fun new ab sculpting system from Insanity creator Sean T.
I don't want you to ever get down on the floor to do crunches again. I'm gonna break it down so you burn the fat and sculpt those abs fast.
Just do Sean's easy-to-follow moves to work your upper abs, middle abs, lower abs, and obliques, all while you're dancing.
I went from a size 18 to a size 2. I have abs now. I've got a six-pack.
And now the complete $80 Hip Hop Abs system is 75% off. That's right, Hip Hop Abs is only $19.95. We'll even upgrade you to express shipping free. Get the complete Hip Hop Abs system for only $19.95.
Call 1-800-628-9407 or order online at gethiphopabs.com. That's 1-800-628-9407. Call now.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Ay, caramba!
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset.
Weekdays at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
Phillies lead 3-0. Jake Arrieta just trying to hang in there. Cole Hamels has been brilliant. This is Freddie Galvis. So Jimmy Rollins was their opening day starter every year between 2001 2014. Galvis this year, the guy before Jimmy Rollins, Desi Relaford, 2000. Swing and a miss. Galvis thought he got a piece of it apparently, and he didn't. It's a strikeout. Number 6 now for Arrieta.
As similar for Galvis in Philadelphia as to Didi Gregorius in New York, replacing Derek Jeter. Maybe not to that level, but a similar thing. An iconic player for a long time was Jimmy Rollins in Philly.
Here's Brown.
Phillies finished first place in the NL East every year between 2007 and 11. The 3 years prior to that, they were second place finishers. You could draw some parallels between the Phillies as they were emerging and becoming a championship club and what's going on here in Chicago with a young core of players.
Well, actually, look at kind of the profile of the offense. It's similar to what the Phillies had, right? Home run hitters who worked the count. Pat Burrell, Ryan Howard, Chase Utley.
Rollins was such a dynamic two-way player for them. Outstanding defensively and heck of a hitter, too. Won an MVP, did Rollins.
Cut and a miss, strike 3. Back to back for Arrieta. Third plate appearance for Hamels. .95. Arrieta pretty consistent today. We've seen him hit 96, even 97 on his fastball. Should we call this one the Battle of the Beards? Hamels and Arrieta?
Yeah, why not?
He strikes out the side. Cubs will bat in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 3-zip.
Mondays.
Sit back and get ready to be amazed.
To fool Penn and Teller.
Did he fool you?
It takes a real warped mind.
A magician takes a piece of silverware and bends it with his mind.
You blew us away.
Penn and Teller fool us.
Monday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
We are the defiant.
The ones who defy history.
Defy family.
Defy death.
Gravity.
And our demons.
We defy weakness and wanderlust. We defy expectation and explanation.
We defy haters.
And heartbreak.
We defy bad luck.
And bad blood.
We defy to be ignored. To be bored.
To be defined.
This is our purpose.
Our moment.
Our choice. your world. Dare to live in ours.
Hey, Jimmy, do we have time for one more round before...
Please tell me that wasn't my mother.
Significant Mother. August 3rd on the Quad Cities CW.
Get registered for the Color Me Happy 5K run sponsored by Walgreens, September 19th in Rock Island. The event will benefit the Arc of the Quad Cities area. And this fun and colorful run will put a smile on your face and a splash of color on everything, while helping out individuals living with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Grab your friends and register now for the Color Me Happy 5K run, sponsored by Walgreens, to help support the Arc of the Quad Cities area, September 19th. To find out more, go to ourquadcities.com.
Forget to check out the Cubs blog on ABC7.com, brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent, serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
So Cole Hamels, 3 plate appearances in. Jake Arrieta ended up getting just 1. That usually tells the tale, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's always a pretty good indicator of who's having the better day.
Jonathan Herrera will hit for Jake, who did qualify for a quality start. Bare minimum is 3 runs, 6 innings. I wouldn't say bare minimum. I'll say the minimum. Don't want to minimize a quality start, even though some people try to. Travis Wood will likely get the 7th.
Well, Arrieta finished strong, punching out the side in the top half of the inning. And not to be a Jake apologist, but if Howard pops up that curveball instead of hitting it into the seats, we've got a scoreless ball game. He did not have his A game here today. Walked 3, but still a solid performance for Arrieta.
A special 7th inning stretch today. Hint, hint, it is Hall of Fame weekend. Talk more about this year's inductees tomorrow. Get your thoughts on a guy you played with and followed very closely in Houston, Craig Biggio. Bounced foul. Pretty good class, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Pedro and Smoltz and big unit. Biggio. I think I know the answer, but I'll ask it anyway. I'll ask 2 questions.
All right.
Will Bagwell get in, and should he?
Oh boy, great question. I think ultimately yes on both counts.
Yeah, the second one is yes for me, and I hope he gets in. Too bad they couldn't have gone in together.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you know,
the way it goes.
Batman and Robin down there side by side for so many years.
Three and 2 on the pinch hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Man, oh man.
Herrera had a lengthy at bat, but ultimately another win for Hamels. This time going way up out of the zone, and he gets the chase from Herrera.
He walked Fowler to start the bottom of the 1st and has sent down 16 in a row since. Ball 1 to Russell.
You know, it's funny, he's been upstairs with a number of his pitches today. I'm sure some of them by design, but it looks to me like it's hard to find fault with a guy who's throwing a no-hitter, just in terms of his delivery. It looks like he's breaking down that backside more than he used to. I haven't seen him pitch in a couple of years, but when I visualized Cole Hamels, he's a little taller on his leg and driving the ball down. Looks like there's a little more break in that back knee than I used to see. And could be wrong. It's just my perception. Stuff is still very good, obviously, and today it's been unhittable so far.
The curveball. Well, he came in with an ERA his last 2 starts of over 19.
Yeah, if that scared away anybody from making a deal, he's erased those doubts.
Now 0 for 17 against Hamels today. He's got 8 strikeouts. Pitch. Now 2-0. Hamels combined on a no-hitter on September 1st of last year. Diekman, Giles, Papelbon, he went 6. 2 previous Phillies no-nos by Roy Halladay. One was in the playoffs, 2010. Halladay also pitched a perfect game that year, May the 29th. Fowler has been the only Cub to reach twice on walks.
Fowler, one of the few Cubs with more than a few looks at Cole Hamels. He had not had a lot of success. Extra just 4 out of 21 against him coming into this game. Well, Ryan Howard has proven how impactful one swing of the bat could be. Chris Bryant just missed one his first time up. Here's another chance with a man on for him.
Ball 1. League leaders brought to you by DeVry University. Really good standing there for Chris Bryant. He is one of 4 players with 50 runs, RBIs, and walks. Harper, Goldschmidt, Bautista, the other 3 in that group.
That'll help build the case for Chris Bryant as Rookie of the Year.
Runner goes. Fowler, throw to second is not in time. It's his 19th stolen base.
First move, high leg kick. We talked about Ruiz throwing problems earlier in the game. So he's got 5 out of 43 now.
One bounced foul. One of the more interesting no-hitters ever pitched, as you see that list of at least 50 RBIs, runs, and walks. Chris Bryant a part of that group. Rick Wise for the Phillies, June 23rd, 1971.
The Owl Man.
Pitched a no-hitter and hit 2 home runs.
Yeah. Kind of like the best day ever.
Swing and a miss. Hamels with a no-no through 6, cruising along, leading 3-0.
This summer, you could win tickets every hour to concerts of your choice.
Awesome. Yeah.
But only with Pepsi.
Yes. Oh. At least your name's on the bottle. Do I look like a Larry to you?
Pop open music every hour with Pepsi.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores. My dad even lets me stay out late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Live music is created every day at RME. The RME enjoys a unique niche in the Quad Cities and strives daily to maintain a vital presence through our mission as a nonprofit performing arts center, providing opportunities for the community to listen to, learn about, and play music.
Two and a Half Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2 and a Half Men. A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
This summer, you could win tickets every hour to concerts of your choice. But only with Pepsi.
You still got the polar bear?
Pop open music every hour with Pepsi.
Jake Arrieta and Cole Hamels, two very accomplished National League starters. And one mistake. Ryan Howard takes the Arrieta curveball up and out. Cole Hamels, meanwhile, absolutely dealing. High fastballs, good changeups.
Yeah, it slows you down with a changeup and then beats you with an elevated fastball. That's a deadly combination.
Our ESPN 1000 game summary. Here's Travis Wood.
Top of the order here for the Phils.
Mentioned the combined no-hitter for Hamels on Labor Day last year in Atlanta, a 7-0 win. He went 6 innings, but he made 108 pitches. So there was really no chance for him to finish that game. Today, very different. 85 pitches through 6. Hit in the air by Hernandez out in the left center to Norfia.
Travis Wood, a fly ball pitcher, and not a bad day to be a fly ball pitcher at Wrigley Field. Not a bad year to be a fly ball pitcher at Wrigley Field. Wind's been blowing in way more often than out.
Want to know on Herrera. Well, our buddy on Twitter, the at Cubs no hit streak Twitter handle. He's a little nervous.
Alert,
yeah, a little nervous. Just tweeted, I can't feel my legs. Foul back. Cubs have not been no hit in the last 7,920 games. Big league record. Back to 1965, Sandy Koufax was perfect against them in LA. A remarkable streak. Northia again. 2 outs.
On Friday, September 11th, the Zach Brown Band is coming back to Wrigley Field for their Jekyll and Hyde tour. Tickets are on sale now at Cubs.com/Zach Brown Band. Don't miss your chance to see this 3-time Grammy award-winning band right here at Wrigley Field.
2 outs. Here's Franco. Got a question from Brian wants to know about Rizzo's fielder's choice. Does that not count as a base runner? And how does it affect OBP? Yeah, it was a fielder's choice by Rizzo in the first inning. That's considered an out. Does not help your on-base percentage. So when I said Fowler is the only guy to reach, Rizzo got on, but it was a fielder's choice. So essentially, he just replaces Fowler. Three balls, no strikes. Got the Mercedes-Benz 7th inning stretch coming up. And for the second time this year, it's going to be on the big board and left. Oof.
Well,
that
that's
is as green a light as you can get on 3-0, isn't it?
He did not tap the brakes. He put the pedal to the metal, and yeah, you gotta swing on 3-0. You better swing big. You don't want a check swing.
He walked him. I have to believe in the early days of this game, with a runner at first and a ground ball to short, the 6-4 fielder's choice that we call it today, I bet they originally gave the batter a hit, and then somebody probably said, no, wait a minute, but they made an out at second and went, oh yeah, let's figure this out, right?
I don't know. That's a great question. That's a good point.
I'm guessing he had to have played the game a little bit to figure out
who deserved what.
Who deserved what? Yeah.
The sacrifice flies weren't always part of the game.
Towering fly ball. Soler and Fowler on the warning track. Fowler's got it with the wind blowing in. And time now for the Mercedes-Benz 7th inning stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the outfield video boards. Today we look back to April 8th, 2005. In honor of Hall of Fame weekend, please sing along with Cubs Hall of Famers Ernie Banks, Ryne Sandberg, Ron Santo, and Billy Williams.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This fall,
Josh Chan?
a new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
Do you know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere this fall on the Quad Cities CW.
Wednesday, August 5th. It's the Top Model premiere.
I can get any girl I want.
What the hell was that? Top Model.
August 5th on the Quad Cities CW.
Seinfeld.
Weeknights at 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cubs without a hit through the first 6. Trailing in this game 3-0. Ryan Howard would have 2 home runs if the wind weren't blowing in. Gave that one a ride, didn't he, to end the 7th?
Yeah, it's scary. Whenever he gets into one with that kind of trajectory, you're worried about it flying out. Rizzo's been really good in this situation, leading off an inning. In fact, I looked about a week or so ago. He had the best on-base percentage in baseball in this situation.
So that ball hit Rizzo. I don't know if he fouled it off himself or if he just swung and missed, which he has done in the past. And that ball.
Yeah, I think that was a foul ball.
Hit him. Okay. He's got a piece of it. Ooh, look at that. Maybe on the Achilles or the calf. Crazy. Two and two.
The next home run that Hamels allows to a left-handed batter will be the first home run that he's allowed to a left-handed batter this year.
What's that now?
The next home run.
Okay.
A left-handed batter hits off Cole Hamels will be the first.
Okay. So he hasn't given up any yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just an awkward way to say he hasn't given up any yet. It was to add drama and gravitas to the fact that he's not allowed a home run to a left-handed batter.
Swing and a miss. Well, the other thing, too, it's only natural, I think, when you're being no hit, when you get into the late innings, to get a little bit into swing mode.
Yes, you're thinking about, I got to get a hit, as opposed to I got to get on base. And that's what you have to fight against. I'm looking back over my scorecard. I'm having a hard time finding even a sharply hit ball that somebody had to make a heck of a play on.
Yeah, there have been some lineouts, but hit right at the right fielder mostly.
Yeah,
Rizzo, Denorfia, Castro all lined to.
But not a rocket.
Right.
Or anything anybody had to run a long way to go get.